Hi guys, welcome to this full review about this Dzees smart security camera. The model is D3. It's completely wire-free. It's 1080p. PTZ means we can move it around, up and down, left and right. We can set activity zone. That's really good. We can have multi-user sharing, colorful night vision. That's something which I'm really excited about. And of course we have PIR motion detection. Of course it's not optical motion detection, it's not possible with any kind of battery operated camera, so it won't work behind a glass window or so. You really have to put it outside, but it's perfectly waterproof. It comes even with these 2 additional antennas for extended Wi-Fi range. Comes also with a free app, artificial motion detection. It supports internal SD card recording, but also provides some optional cloud storage, and it has also a 2-way audio. So it has a built-in speaker and a microphone. Here you have also some more specs. Of course it works only with 2.4 GHz. This is the way we want to go anyway with such cameras, because 2.4 GHz has a longer wireless reach than 5G. So this is the preferred option. So let's take it out of the box and see what we get. And then also I'm going to install it. I'm going to do the full setup on the app and then mount it outside. And then I'm going to show you day and night footage. Everything nicely packaged, nicely protected. And here we have the camera. It's a really large camera. I mean, it's not super large, so it's not impossible to mount it, but it has a certain weight and size, of course, as we always have with these PTZ cameras. And then comes with this flexible mount here, also a charging cable, but this is only to charge. After this has been charging for about 8 hours fully, it should be battery independent for about half a year. And also mounting material, reset button. So you can see it comes with a really very detailed instructions manual, many pages. I'm not going to show you everything, but you get an idea that it's very complete. Even comes with the QR code for the free app. A big advantage I see already with the mounting. I mean, of course you have to mount it with 4 screws or as many as you think it's suitable, and we get also these screws here, but as soon as we have it on the wall, can just take the camera, put it underneath, and then secure it with this one large screw. So for most of these cameras we have 4 additional screws. This is much easier here. Then before we turn it on, of course, we have to fully charge it, and we open this thing here. Very nice cover, really thick, solid, and also connected to the housing, which is really important, so we are not losing it. And we have to insert our own storage card, micro SD card. I highly recommend to use good brand to have good recording. I mean, by the way, it's not 24/7 recording. Of course, this is not possible with battery operated cameras, so the storage card doesn't have to be very large. So usually 32 gigabytes will be enough. And then we put the pins to the back of the camera and we just push it here inside, and it snaps in when we want to release it, which is usually not needed, but we can easily remove it again with just pushing it in again. We have also a reset button here, on, off, also down here. So actually I think we can already turn it on here with a long press. Let's see if it's turning on. Yeah, we get a blue light here. So I'm closing the opening. Yeah, okay, maybe it would have been good to do that before. Of course, we remove these stickers here because we need the camera to connect. Okay, so you're here, we put it here upside down. I think it's not a bad idea because it's a PTZ camera. I don't want to damage anything. And so here we have the app in the official Android Play Store or also Apple Play Store. That's a huge advantage to be able to install it from here, so we don't have to download it from third-party website. Okay, we open the app. So I've set up a new account here, and then we can try to add the camera, confirming that we heard the sound here with authorization. What's important here that we are already on the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network, which you want to use to connect this camera. So you have to be on the same network just for now, just for connecting. After that you can switch to any other network, even 3G, 4G or whatever. Okay, I heard the sound. Next step, I've entered the password of my Wi-Fi router, 2.4 GHz. Now I have to confirm. Then we get the QR code, which we have to hold in front of the camera. See, looks like it has been accepted that.
Wi-Fi connected.
Okay, awesome. That worked really nice, super fast, very well. And we get new firmware. That's highly recommended to update. Now let's click on the play button and see if we get connection. And so we have live view already. You can see that here. You can hold it like that. Of course, it's upside down. This is also something which we can change in the settings. By the way, you can see the battery is very low, so it's definitely recommended to give a full charge. So here in the installation settings, we can rotate the image. So depending on how you want to mount it, we can turn it around. That's really important and super helpful. So we can turn it around, and what you can see here, wow, this image is super nice. I can't remember that I have seen such a great image from a battery operated surveillance camera. This is absolutely fantastic. You can see that here. Of course, it's a little bit of a delay, but not much for a battery operated camera. That's definitely not much. And we can also check for the viewing angle. You can see that we are super close here to a 90-degree angle, and it's definitely more than 90-degree angle. So this is also very good. Yeah, by the way, I almost forgot to show you where we have to charge. So here on top, or actually underneath, we have just this button here and the micro SD card, which is good. So usually you have it below, nicely protected against water and weather and everything. And here on the back, we have this charging port, and you can see it's pretty large opening. So this definitely is not waterproof for a standard micro USB plug. But there's also another option for this camera, which includes already the solar panel. If you want to go with solar, then I highly recommend to buy this option with the solar panel from the beginning. So I'm going to fully charge, then put it outside, and then share my experience with you. So I've mounted the camera now outside, and I can definitely confirm that this is the best mount which I've ever seen. 4 easy screws here, and then we can mount it actually in any direction, but it actually doesn't matter how you mount it because it's rotatable 360 degrees. It's only a matter of the antennas, that's the only thing. But it was so super easy and everything is so solid and sturdy. That was my easiest job to mount any kind of surveillance camera so far. And so this is my experience now so far with the camera and with the app. By the way, here I am on BlueStacks, the emulation on my Windows 10 PC, and the good news is that this works absolutely 100% compatible as far as I've been able to see. So this is absolutely good news. So you can also access everything on your PC, your Windows PC. You can access footage, you can change everything. Of course, you won't have a multi-touch zooming or so, but other than that, everything is working absolutely perfectly. And so if we see the live footage here, we can even increase the size. What's most important here on the right top is the resolution. So either we are using HD, SD or automatic, which I think is the best option because we have quite some distance between the camera and the router. I think the wireless reception is pretty good. It's not top notch, but it's working really reliable. Here on the right top we have some additional menu where we can choose the position. I'm going to show you that in detail later. We can directly invoke an alarm. You can use the white light during the night and access the camera info. We can also talk to people when we push here. We can also listen to somebody when we activate the speaker. We can directly make a screenshot from here, which will be saved to the phone's album, so you can share it directly from here. We can start recording, as you can see, pretty smooth. As you can see, the time here is counting up smoothly, so there's absolutely no problem, and this really high resolution, as you can see, really nice footage. And it's already pretty difficult situation because we have the light, actually the sun, towards the camera, which is not the best, but you can see it has quite high dynamic range. Everything's really nice, colors are nice, the sky is blue and everything in detail. And we can see the left side and the right side of this 90-degree corner. It's even a little bit more than 90 degrees. And here we have the full control, so we can move the camera to the left side. So you can see pretty far here. It's mounted on a tree. Now let's go to the right side again. So we are now about in the middle, and now it's going to the right side. So you can see we can even monitor this area here and even go back. So this is at least, I think, 360 degrees. Now let's go back here, and so here you can see we have almost everything except from direct recording. For the direct recording we have to go to the live view, to the large image. Then the position here, that's something which is really interesting. Here we can predefine some specific angles. If you wish to monitor something, let's say we want to monitor something here in the back of my home, I think that's a good shot here. Now let's go back here and add this new position. So right back of home, I confirm, and now I have this position, but I can also go back easily here to this position. As you can see, it automatically goes to this predefined view here, and then go back to the view which is the back of the home. So that's super convenient. Then we have of course the library with all the recordings from today and yesterday. As you can see, it has produced some false alerts. I had it on medium, but usually as long as there were no special shades or so, it hasn't caused any false alerts. As you can see, I had stopped around midnight, and then only when it started to become very windy and there were a lot of trees and leaves and branches shaking in the wind. I mean, this is a super difficult situation here. Only here at this time it started again, and so I would just have to turn down the sensitivity, and then probably I would get rid of also these false alerts. And if you are mounting this camera in a better position where you don't have these crazy shades here, then it wouldn't be any problem at all. By the way, as far as I understand, this is the cloud recording, the clips which are stored for free for 7 days in the cloud, but there's also an SD card recording. I'm going to show you that later. Of course, this is much faster here, so I'm going to show you a couple of clips from the last night, and I think I had it on medium, and you can see, yeah, it caught me a little bit late, but it still caught me. That's the good thing. But of course, this is a battery operated camera, and this is how it is. It is the same with all battery operated camera. They have to save a little bit on battery, so it's a little bit of a compromise, but I think it's still on a very good level. What we also see is that we see even the cloud, so it's very bright. And this is the thing with the night light, white night light illumination. So everything is really nice, good quality night footage. I mean, here in the back it's absolutely dark. I mean, these lights are just solar lights, so it's very dark here in the backyard, and so I would say around 90% of all the lights here is just coming from this camera. So it's pretty impressive what it can do. So usually at this time I'm not walking here in the backyard without any flashlight or so, and you can really see the clouds here even illuminated. That's really impressive. Then some more footage of me when I was coming from behind of the camera. Caught me nicely here, absolutely no problem, as you can see. But there's much more here, especially in the settings here. You can see the camera info here with the battery level and the Wi-Fi connection. Then we can set the motion detection on high, medium or low. We can even apply a cooldown period when you have too many false alerts, and you can choose the duration, how long it will record, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, or automatically. This is really good. So it will only record as long as it detects some movement, and then will automatically stop latest after 3 minutes. And then the resolution, of course, important to record in high definition. Then we have some AI analysis. Of course, I think this is only available with the subscription. Then we have the notification settings. Activity zone, this is also a feature which is only available with the awareness subscription plan. And then here we have the SD card video. That's of course always free and only depends on the SD card which you have mounted inside of the camera. And so this is a really important thing to have it. So the footage will be kept then much longer than 7 days, can be kept weeks or even months depending on the size of your SD card. Of course, it's a little bit slower than the cloud service, but still it will be always yours. That's also important, especially also as a backup. I can highly recommend, and it has nice functions here. As you can see, we can switch to all the detections which it has found. Of course, this is not 24/7 recording. It's not possible with any battery operated camera, but I would say it is as good as it gets. And then we have even some sleep settings. So for example, if you want to avoid some detection during specific times when it's super busy or when you know you are at home anyway, anyway. You can add a sleep plan here. That's really convenient. And then we have more settings like the light setting. Here's the indicator light if you want to turn it on or off, even a flashlight alarm, which could also help to keep burglars away. Night vision, the white night vision, I would definitely recommend to turn on the night vision. Then you have the choice between the infrared mode, which is then black and white, and the white light mode, which I've been showing to you. And regarding the light sensitivity, I had it on medium. You could even go to high when you're in a very dark area. Then you have some audio settings, advanced settings like the anti-flicker and the installation, where you can put the image upside down depending on the installation. Then the guide, so you can see you have actually everything what you need. That's very, very good. And it gave me even alarm notifications with a small preview picture on my smartwatch. That's also something which not every camera has. And it gave me even the option to activate an alarm like the Siren, or to open this thing instantly on my phone. This is really a screenshot from my smartwatch. And maybe one last thing here, I almost forgot that you can also zoom in, of course, here in the main picture. When you have the live view, you can click on anything. I think with the multi-touch you have even more options, so you can see you have so many options. It's really good, it's sturdy, it's solid, it's very reliable. I would say this is as good as it gets, and so I can give you full recommendation. And so I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.